What's good, YouTube? What's good, everybody? 50 days, that's what I'm at right now. Halfway to 100. Semen retention, all-time high. You already know. But yeah, I just wanted to make a quick update because I'm halfway to my goal. I made a goal like a month and a half ago, 50 days ago, to get to 100 days. And I declared that I am not ejaculating, I'm not fornicating, I'm not doing any of that for at least 100 days. But once we get to 100, you know I'm gonna keep it going. I'm not gonna get to 100 and then just be like, oh, let me stop now. I'm gonna keep it going. 100, 110, 120, trying to make it a whole year. In reality, I'm trying to make it till marriage, because that's what God tells us to do. Wait till marriage to have sexual, like, whatever related to sex. So, but I wanted to touch on like something that a couple other people that I noticed they touched on, like in the semen retention community, if that's what you want to call it. They brought up flatlines, and I think like today I'm going through a flatline, and it's ironic because it's like, oh, you get halfway to your goal and now let's throw some flatline in there. So for me, basically the flatline, I mean, it just means like you just, I don't even know how to describe it, but for me, it's like other people have said, like you don't lose the benefits, but you just sort of feel like out of it, I guess. I don't know. I can't really speak on what other people talk about. I can only speak on my own journey, my own experience. But for me personally, like today, yo, I've been feeling depressed today, and I haven't felt depressed like at all on this journey. Like I don't have anxiety, thankfully. I mean, my anxiety is basically gone. Like on semen retention, I just don't have anxiety. It's not even a thing. But when it comes to depression, I hadn't really been depressed either. But today it just hit me. I don't know what it was. Like my sleeping schedule is a little messed up, so I don't know if that has something to do with it. But yo, I just felt depressed today. I felt extra lonely, and I don't know if it has to do with me and my other addiction that I'm trying to overcome, which is weed. But I'm pretty much gonna make like a whole separate video about that. But I think, dude, I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. I think weed might be ruining my life. Like I genuinely believe if I never smoked weed, I would have a wife and a family right now and be a multi-millionaire with multiple businesses and multiple real estate properties. If you haven't seen my other videos, I lost $800,000 in the last cryptocurrency bull market. And so basically, I've come to the realization, let's see if we can see a little bit better like this. There we go. I don't want it to be pitch black. I just parked somewhere. But yeah, so let's say I never smoked on this journey to like millions, right? I guarantee you my life would have been completely different. I would have cashed out that 800, I would have cashed out millions. But because I'm smoking, it ruined everything. And that's what I'm dealing with now. I got over the sex addiction, which is crazy. I mean, imagine, like, I'm sure there's guys here that can relate, but you're a sex addict your whole life, masturbation addict, whatever. I could sort of say lump all that together: sex, porn, ejaculation, masturbation, whatever. I lump that all in one because you shouldn't be doing any of it. It's detrimental. But I was addicted like none other. I mean, I'm Dominican. The Dominicans are wild. We got the craziest sex drive ever. Like, I think my great-grandmother, she had like 20 kids. I'm like, dude, how do you even produce that? But, you know, it's definitely it's prominent in the Dominican culture, or in our blood or whatever. We are just like super high libido. So the fact that I was able to overcome that is incredible, and I praise Jesus, and I'm so thankful for that. But what's still holding me back is this stupid weed addiction. And it's like, I'm sitting here saying I got a flatline, I felt depressed today, but it might have nothing to do with like semen retention. It might just have everything to do with smoking. And then it's like you try to stop smoking and then you have withdrawals. And then the withdrawals, just, you feel awful, and then you go back to smoking to get rid of the withdrawals. Or I think actually the number one reason I keep going back to weed, I think I discovered it, is because I am the loneliest I've ever been in my life. I had another video I recorded. I don't know if I'll post it or not. Maybe I posted it before this one. But it was just saying like, yo, like my desire to talk to women is starting to kick in, man. Like I'm starting to get so bored and lonely that it's making me depressed, even if I'm on semen retention. It's like, and then it just like, I've been having thoughts and doubts of like, dude, waiting till marriage, like I really gotta wait till marriage. Like, that just seems hard to me. But at the same time, it's more so the whole reason I'm smoking weed is because I'm so lonely, and the weed helps me escape the loneliness. And I don't want to touch too much on weed in this video because I'm going to make a whole separate video about it. But this is just my 50-day update. We're halfway to 100 on semen retention. I was feeling really great. I'm feeling a little bit better making this video, actually. It put me in a better mood. I've been in a bad mood today. But I think it comes down to, after a while, I mean, you're just human beings. Like, you can't just be by yourself all day long and like literally, like, you will lose your mind. Like, my lifestyle in the past couple weeks, I would equivalent it to solitary confinement. Because literally, the only social interactions I get are at church. And that's just once a week for like an hour or 2 hours. And I don't have any strong relationships with anybody at church. It's all like, hey, how's it going? Oh, good. How was your week? Good. Okay. See you. Like, it's meaningless. To me, like, I would rather have 1 or 2 super strong connections, friendships, whatever you want to call it, over 30 or 50, like, acquaintances that are just like, oh, like, you go to the same church as me. Hey, like, it's like, dude, it is so lonely. It's just been so lonely for me. And it was kicking in today because I'm just like, bro, like Saturday, Sunday, I just stayed inside all day on YouTube. Like, literally watched YouTube the whole entire day. Now, am I watching porn or any dumb videos? No, 90% is educational. Learning about, religion, learning about the Bible, just learning about history, learning about different nutrition related videos. Like, it's not like I'm just fooling around. I'm learning. It's educational. But after a while, that gets boring, dude. Like, I can only sit down and watch these videos for so long before I'm just like, bro, like, where's the girls at, dude? Like, where's my friends at? Like, it's just insane. Like, I literally have no friends on this island. I have one close friend that I knew from years ago. It's like one of my best friends. But it's just been me and him for the last 2 years. And it's just like, after a while, it's like you start to feel gay. You know what I mean? It's like you can't just have one friend that you hang out with and that's it. Like, if I had family here, like, I'm on a middle of the island in the Pacific Ocean. I have no family here, zero. And then I have no girlfriend, no wife, kids, none of that. Completely single, completely alone. And then I have my friend, but it's like, dude, we can't just, after a while, it's like, we can't just hang out with each other all day long. Like, maybe if I had a girlfriend or I had family, I'd be content with just having like one homie and then a couple other acquaintances or whatever. But when you don't have a girlfriend, you don't have family, you don't have any, it's almost like you don't want to be clingy with this one friend and just be like, start hanging, let's go to the movies, let's go eat, let's go to the beach. Just like, you just start to feel gay after a while doing that, to where it's just like, all right, bro, we got to hang out with some girls, or we got to do something else. So it's just happened to be like a time in my life where I'm the most lonely. I might do a whole nother separate video about this, but you know, it's like, sometimes it's just for a temporary period. Like today specifically, it's weird, because day 50, that's when I started feeling like I just wasn't feeling, like, you know, that feeling of like somebody invites you or they say to do something, you're just like, I'm not feeling it. Like that feeling of like, I'm not feeling it. That's how I feel in general. Like, I just do not feel like doing anything. But I just wanted to make this video. That's maybe what I need to do more of. Maybe I just need to make more videos, because the problem is, if I want to work like 8 hours, 12 hours a day, I just can't do it in Uber anymore. For one, my car is like not in the best shape. But for two, like the other day, it's like I almost got in like 2 accidents because these idiots can't drive. And it's just like, bro, I'm sick of that. Like, I just gotta find something else to do. And usually what I would be doing was just smoking weed and having sex and trying to hook up with girls, or just masturbating. But I can't do that anymore, and I don't want to. So I have to transmute that energy elsewhere. And you know, it's so far, I feel like literally weed is destroying my life. Because if I wasn't doing weed, I feel like you have no choice but to transmute your energy, your time, your effort, everything into something else. If I'm like sort of like transmuting it into other things, but then I'm just like, all right, let me just get high for the rest of the night, and let me just like watch YouTube or just whatever, you know. It's like, it's just, I'm so sick of that addiction, because it's almost like I feel like it's limiting the benefits of semen retention. That's why I said in one of the last videos, you gotta be sober when you're on semen retention. Because if you're on semen retention and you're drinking alcohol, getting drunk or getting high all the time, I don't even think the benefits are the same at all. So that's one of the things I gotta work on. But I just wanted to do a video, an update. We're at 50 days. I did experience some flatlines like other people have talked about recently. But yeah, hopefully I think my #1 key is to just stop smoking. And it's so hard because it's such a strong addiction, just like this sex addiction was. But by the grace of God, I got over this sex addiction, and I believe he will help me get over the weed addiction as well. But I think the main problem and the reason I'm keep smoking weed is because I'm so lonely. Like, I'm literally just by myself, and I live by myself. I go home, and then, you know, an idle mind is the devil's playground. So when you're just sitting there in your bed, it's so easy to just be like, I don't want to just sit here for the next 5 hours. That's the most boring thing ever. So that's why I smoke. I resort to smoking, or in the past, I would resort to, you know, porn or whatever. So now it's like I don't even know what I'd be doing if I didn't smoke weed. And that's not good. Because I shouldn't have to smoke weed to cure my loneliness. You know what I mean? But, you know, it's definitely easier said than done. But I believe I'll really, in this next 50 days on the journey to 100 days, I guarantee you, I'm saying it right now, I will end that weed addiction. And I believe semen retention will help me, because it helps you connect closer to God. Look at this black cat over there. Maybe that's what I need, a pet. Like, I feel like if I had a little kitten or a dog or something, like, I would feel a lot less lonely. But yeah, that's the journey. 50 days, we're going to 100. I'm gonna keep you all updated. Stay tuned. I did experience some flatlines. So the euphoric, like super happy feeling, you know, it wasn't there this weekend. But, you know, I think that's tied into the weed. I don't even know if that's necessarily has anything to do with the semen retention. But semen retention, 50 days. We're going to 100. I don't care how I feel. I'm gonna bounce back. I'm gonna get back in the gym tomorrow. Maybe I had gym withdrawals. Maybe I had so much energy that Saturday, Sunday, I didn't go to the gym, and my body's just like, bro, get depressed, like, because you're not in the gym. So maybe that's the case. I don't know. But stay tuned. I'll talk to you guys later.